Hi, so I'm going to be talking about how to play your arranger keyboard like a piano, or more directly, if you're a pianist, you might be wondering how you can get the best out of an arranger keyboard and what exactly it will offer you. Now, firstly, let me explain what the issue is with keyboard playing versus piano playing. Pianists out there will know that you walk up to a piano and you would just start playing regularly, and you use the whole keyboard. And that's how you do it. You use the bass end and you use the treble end, and nothing takes you away from that. And if you're accompanying a band, you're very much your own instrument using the full range of the keyboard. But keyboard playing is a little bit different because we use the style accompaniments from the keyboard to play along with us, but we still have to instruct it what to do. For example, on this keyboard, I'd say perhaps choose a songwriter ballad. And what happens when I tell the keyboard I want the band to play is it gives us a split point, which I'll show you on the screen. It gives a good visualization of it. And what this means is from this key to the right, it's a regular piano, but to the left, this starts happening. This whole left-hand section is where I instruct the keyboard what chord to have the band or the orchestra play in, like this. And I can play a melody with my right hand. But it's very different from playing the piano in the standard way, because I'm having to play full chords with my left hand, and with my right hand I'm sort of restricted to just playing the melody. But there are functions and features on arranger keyboards like this Yamaha GENOS, and also like its smaller versions, the PSR SX900 as well, and GENOS 2, where you can actually play more like a traditional pianist would play, but still get the benefits of those magnificent style accompaniments as well. The first way of doing this is by changing what's called the fingering type. And what I mean by this is going into the fingering, split point and fingering section, and on the bottom right, by default, it's usually set to multi-fingered. And if I change it, press the screen here down to this one called full keyboard, look at the graphic here, it changes. Now what this is showing us is that the accompaniment will be triggered and the instruction will be drawn from anywhere on the keyboard. So even with the accompaniment on, this is like a regular piano that regular pianists would play. All the way from the bottom to the top. All I have to do is make sure I'm playing at least 3 notes anywhere, and the keyboard's accompaniment will pick that up, and it will alter the accompaniment as we go. For example, let's use that same style again, shall we? Songwriter ballad. I could just play all the chords up here on the right hand side if I wanted to. But now it's set to full keyboard, I can play almost like I would a traditional piano, like this. So it's a nice way that I can sort of play like I would if I was playing one part in a group. It allows me to feel like that, use my piano playing skills, but still get the most from these great accompaniments. But you might have noticed that it's actually not perfect. I'm still having to play at least 3 notes of the chords somewhere to tell the keyboard what chords to play, and that does still require some adjustment from my playing, and sometimes we get it a little bit mixed up, like we'll get a chord like those little in-between notes. It'll give us, and I don't mean the bum notes as such, I just mean the passing notes will send a faulty instruction to the keyboard and the accompaniment won't quite sound right. So there's another function on these keyboards, Yamaha GENOS, GENOS 2, PSR SX900 as well, called chord looper, and this takes the accompaniment away from the piano playing side a little bit, but it means it's going to be absolutely accurate to the chords I want it to play because you program it in advance. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to go into chord looper just here, and I'm going to start the recording, and I'm going to put the chords in that I want the keyboard to play. Watch. Press record, start playing. Stop. Okay, now press memory, put it into number 1. Now what's going to happen when I start this looping round is the keyboard's basically going to take my chords and loop them around, but the piano will remain as just a piano. There's no split point. It'll just give me piano all the way from the top to the bottom. This is what it sounds like. Means is I can play piano over the top. I wasn't completely accurate with my chords there actually. You probably spotted a few accidental passing notes, but if I was more accurate I could get those chords exactly right. But let me show you what it means in terms of playing piano along with the accompaniments. So you're able to play over the top just like you would with a regular piano, and it feels a little bit more like you're participating in a group. As well as that, you've also got the ability with chord looper, you're not just stuck with that one variation, you can still use the accompaniment tools like variations in here. Well, firstly, I'm just going to reprogram those chords because I'm not too happy with my mistake there, which you probably keep hearing every time it's looped around. So let me just do those chords again. I press record and I'm going to start again. Okay, put those into the memory, and that'll give us a more accurate loop. So these are the tools I'm talking about. The first one is the variations, A, B, C, D. A being very simple, it's quite a rudimentary backing, the drums are light, the guitars haven't come in yet, there's no strings, very little organ, and I can play, hang on, put the chord looper on and have it play with variation A. So it's very gentle, isn't it? It's even got a little guitar riff in there, and I can play. Variation B. As I work my way up, C, D, we sort of build up to the chorus of the song. We get the automatic drum rolls as well. consequently my playing becomes a little bit more intense as well. Let's go to variation D. Another thing I quite like is it brings in this extra tool for accompaniment as well, called multi-pads. And with this one, let's go back to, say, the first verse of that song, where everything was nice and light. I'll get it looping round. Listen to what multi-pads bring in. Number one. So you get sort of a drummer playing the ride cymbal. Two rides at the same time. So let's go to variation B, bring number 3 in. So all these tools are at your disposal when you're playing as a regular pianist would, along with the accompaniment. So that's really just a guide on how you can use an arranger keyboard as a pianist, but still get the benefits of those great accompaniments that are built into particularly the top end keyboards like the Yamaha GENOS. I hope that's been interesting and useful for you. Try it out. We've got more videos on the chord looper as well. If it's been useful, do us a favour and press the thumbs up below this video. It really helps our videos get seen around the world. Thanks very much for watching. All the best. Bye.